Hello, guys, and welcome back to the World View podcast. With me is Isaiah and Amos. How are you, Isaiah?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm very fine. My day has been good. How has day been?
My day has been fantastic. As always, it has been good.
Yeah, that's very nice. How about you, Amos? How are you? How was your day?
Yeah, I'm doing great. My day has been good. Nothing extraordinary. Yeah, I hope yours has also
Yeah.
been good.
Yeah, my day has also been very, very good. And I hope that you've had a productive day. You've impacted people's life in a positive manner. It's good to have a good day and make other people's day good as well. So today we have a very wonderful discussion. To viewers, my name is Gad. Keep subscribing, viewing, share the videos, and enjoy. If you enjoy the videos, please make sure you share them to your friends and family. I hope you're doing a great job for you guys, and keep tuned always. So today we have a very wonderful topic on the advantages of artificial intelligence, advantages of AI. We had talked about the negative impacts of AI. I remember we mentioned addiction as part of the disadvantages, whereby we use it excessively and then it drains us. We find ourselves not being productive as human beings. We lose touch as well. Isaiah mentioned that the social touch is quite compromised by AI. And I remember as well, I mentioned that it's going to be a pandemic in some way. It might take over the world in a way that if robots will be created in future, they can easily destroy the world through commands. So thank you very much. If you watched that video, if you've not watched it, you can find it on our YouTube and Facebook. The YouTube On YouTube, you can find us on the World View Podcast _Gad. And on Facebook, you can find us at Afanda Baraka Gad. That's my Facebook handle. So these my colleagues here are wonderful people as well. Amos introduced himself on the previous video. He's a very good financial advisor. If you watch the video, you'll check out his handles there as well. And Isaiah here is a tech guru in some at part time, and I understand that he's also a planner. So if you want to reach out to Isaiah, you can find him on his social handles. So Isaiah, what are your social handles?
My social handles, I'm only on Twitter, I think, and partially on TikTok. At Twitter, you can find me at Isaiah Otengele. On TikTok, it's Isa Otengele, I think. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. Amos, I remember you said it's text TXT Amos, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So if you want some financial advice, you can find Amos on TXT Amos. And if you want a planner, if you understand who a planner is, they are the ones who organize structures. Like if you want to build a house in your compound, they can plan it for you. They can do landscaping and all that. So if you want to find a planner or a tech guru, you can find Isaiah at Isaiah Otengele. Isaiah Otengele. So thank you very much. My name is Gad, and we want to start our video today. We have already started, of course, with a recap of the previous video on AI. So today we want to talk about the advantages of AI. I think we already defined AI when we were doing the other video with Isaiah and Lucy. And today we are with Amos. Unfortunately, Lucy is not with us again today, but I hope she will be with us in the next video. So we already defined artificial intelligence in our own knowledge, in our own understanding. I don't know, what is your understanding of artificial intelligence, Amos?
Yeah, thank you. So, my understanding of artificial intelligence is that as the word suggests, artificial intelligence, I think it's something or somehow a machine, when machine now take the form of humans and act like humans based on commands. Yeah. So that's what basically I can term as artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said as well. It's just the way computers are taking over through the command of human knowledge, and it's like impacting the human knowledge into a computer in a way that they will think like us through mimicking our thoughts in some way, and they are created by human beings to mimic human beings. So that's it. That's the truth about artificial intelligence. So for those who did not get the definition in the previous podcast episode, you now understand what artificial intelligence is. So today we want to dive in direct to the amazing advantages of AI, and we want to start with you, Isaiah. What have you found out? What have you come across in your end that suggests AI is a good thing, is an amazing thing that actually is needed by human beings?
Thank you, God, for that opportunity. I think artificial intelligence has been evolving over the years since the idea was conceptualized at Dartmouth College back in the days. McCarthy and Alan Turing were trying now. At first, it was not a thing like it is now. It was no people were not aware, but it was a thing from 1956, and even before that, even during the World War, it had already begun. So it has kept on evolving and adapting to our needs. So artificial intelligence is not only it like one of the other technology like machine language and others. It's really assisting us in achieving our tasks and using less time and resources. So one of the advantages, which is the common one, is now automations. You see, automations are reduce errors and reduce fatigue to human beings. A task that could have been completed by thousands of people, easy tasks like maybe just putting on lights and off. Some lights are automated, even maybe changing music for you. It's things are changing, recommending things that you'd like. Like in medicine, it is already in use, assisting people with medication that you want to use. In the entertainment industry, if you had already watched today a certain movie, like for instance, Netflix is a good company to use with this when it comes to recommendation. Netflix has been evolving. At first, when Netflix came as a company, as an entertainment company, you had now the recommendations of similar movies, but instead of maybe comedy, maybe you are watching a movie like, let's say, Three Idiots. It would have suggested another different movie. But as of now, if Netflix suggests a movie that maybe you are from watching, maybe and this is not in Netflix, Chief of War, or maybe Wednesday, it will suggest a similar movie, a similar genre to the one that you have watched, saving you time if you want to watch movies like that, maybe to spend your weekend just with your family watching similar genres of movie. You see, it's saving us on more time. I think that this, I would talk about many, I won't talk about other advantages, but there are many advantages that AI is bringing to this world as of now. Thank you, God. Back to you.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is connected to what you mentioned earlier. When we were discussing disadvantages of AI, I think it's a two-way thing, because you also mentioned the same day that when this thing learns about you, it in some way it learns about your lifestyle. That's the same thing you're telling us today. That if
Yeah.
you are used to doing something on the TV or in the internet, maybe you like watching certain type of movies, the intelligence in that is put in these systems makes it easy for them to learn your patterns of behavior. It learns what you like, what you don't like, and then it recommends to
Exactly.
you what you like. Yeah. So in some
Yes.
way, it saves time, but as well, your information is out there. Like someone learning about you, when someone takes your phone, they can easily know what you do, what you like watching, your information is can easily be recovered, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
So it's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing.
The same technology is also used in TikTok. The algorithms that you can see if you watch a dancing movie, you can just guess, right? The next several movies will be dancing movies, dance from where, dance movies. You see, this is
Yeah,
now
that's true.
a thing that is being used, and also AI has many advantages. In China, there's already a robotic suit that assists those who are paralyzed, those who are at first disabled. They have never walked in their life. They are now able to walk, courtesy of AI and robotics. It's something that will change the world. It will be more than electricity. You know, at first when electricity came, it really changed the world to become a better place than it was. We are producing more and consuming more. It has really assisted us. We achieve many things. Now you can work 24 hours courtesy of electricity, isn't it? So AI is
Yeah,
going
and
to, it's going to be a catalyst on that. If you don't jump on the train, I think you might miss something. Thank you. Back to
yeah,
you, Gad.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. Because of electricity today, work is very easy. There are these electric trains that make transportation very quick. And you can also travel virtually because of electricity. Right now, we are communicating because we have power on our phones. It's a thing that is
Mhm.
interconnected, or everything is just interconnected. So thank you for that, Isaiah. We shall come back to you in a few. So how about you, Amos? What do you think are the amazing advantages of AI? What do people don't know that you think is so amazing about AI?
Yeah, thank you. First, I want to concur with what Isaiah has said about the advantages of AI, automation, making work easier. So basically, we can, we can just sum up as efficiency. What AI has done today is that it has provided us with efficiency. Something that
Yeah.
took, as Isa said, took 100 men and maybe 30 days to be completed, can now be done with one people in within 2 minutes. Blah blah blah. Now AI has been revolutionizing the world in different aspects in healthcare, as Isa said, there's a suit in education, in even in transportation. AI has been really good, and for let's say for example in our real life, in many jobs now, many people are using AI in their jobs. Like for instance, in my job as a financial analyst or expert, back in the days, most of my colleagues used to take hours analyzing company stocks, doing the math, doing the whatever. But now with AI, you can just, there are some programs, systems that if you can just put in the name of the company, it can give you the information that you need to invest in within seconds. So I can say that AI has really impacted the world in a positive way. It has made it easier for people to complete the task compared to the past. So yeah, AI is a really a good thing. Thank you. Back to you, Gad.
Yeah, thank you very much. I understand very well that automation is quite taking over in some way. Like today, there are some lights that just sense movement. Maybe it's a security light. You don't need to leave your light on the whole night. When it senses movement, it just comes up. And I think it's a good thing because now they reduce power consumption as well. And
Yeah.
then maybe when someone is coming, let's take an example of a thief. A thief is entering your compound. It will be a surprise for them when the lights come on automatically. It will be a surprise for them. So it's improving security in some way that it catches them off guard. When you're caught off guard, always you tend to to tens, and you can even abandon your mission because of this automation. There are also CCTVs that come on automatically as well upon sensing movement, which is a good thing. So these are very wonderful things. You know, one of the advantages of AI that is amazing for me that I've come across. I don't know if you guys have come across this in life. There are some apps that even they can they can be used to analyze your disabilities. Like there are some apps that can diagnose, let me say so. They can diagnose your disabilities. Like there was a time when a person, yeah, might make it into adulthood before they know that they had a deficit disorder, dyslexia, or Asperger's syndrome. If you don't know what Asperger's syndrome is, it's a disease, yeah, that maybe it's historically it wasn't recognized, but it's a neurodevelopmental disorder. Like your mental capabilities are not quite straight. There was a time when students would be canned for not understanding something, but they had learning disorder. AI, in some way, it can now diagnose disorders. I don't know if you guys have come across this thing. Isaiah, have you come across such a thing that maybe it quite diagnoses disability?
I think I've heard about that. What I've come across is how people are using AI now to tailor now specific to tailor an education, a certain system to specific individuals in the education sector.
Yeah,
Maybe it can also be those with disabilities.
even me, I've come across
Yeah,
those,
and you know, yeah,
but
yeah,
okay, for me, it was not diagonizing, but okay, for in my gym where I usually go, yeah,
yes,
they have this AI that can diagnose your body weight, body mass, and recommend some type of exercise that you can use either to add weight, to lose weight, blah 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 like that. So
I also, I also have that app. I use it in training. It categorizes everything according to your weight
yeah, exactly.
and how
So
you want. Maybe what are you willing? Maybe if you want hard, may I have that app. I usually train with that.
yeah. So even in the gym, it recommends for you what you should do next. Like it's taking over the work of an instructor in some way, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's making the work easier, not taking over.
actually,
Yeah, we talked
yeah,
about the
okay,
disadvantages, and I'm
you
just
can say
I'm
that
just
it can.
recalling.
Okay, actually, I can say that it has just taken over because for Isaiah, he has the app, so he doesn't need the instructor. So in some point,
Yeah, I don't need.
your instructor has lost his job or her job because now you are using the app, so you can
And
see.
I'm also my nutritionist.
Yeah, and the other day, by the way, Isaiah, I was telling you the other day, I'm working on a on a schedule, like something, a plan for workout, and it's just the same thing that is connected. It's the same thing. If you want to work on a workout plan, you cannot write books today. You just go and make an app, make some animations, show people how to work out at home. And it's a good thing because I'm not saying people, instructors who have lost the job, like it's a good thing for them to lose the jobs. But there are some people who don't have time and money to go to the gym. Some people also they don't like the close proximity with people. Like a gym instructor has to be very close to you sometimes. Some people don't like it. So it's like creating a diverse form of interaction. If it's diversified, all the people will have access to it. If you understand what I mean. So it's a good thing in some way. It's not, in some way it's taking over some instructors' jobs, but it's helping a wider range of people more than an instructor can do. What do you think about that, Amos?
Okay, now for me, I can say that as a clever instructor, one should adapt. By now, someone
Yeah.
should come up with with those. You should create your own apps. You know, so that you can say to
Yes.
the to those people who don't like that social distancing, that proximity, as you have said. Then on the other side, for those
Yeah.
people who want the real human interaction, you can. So as now, it's either you adapt or you be left behind. So for a good instructor, now is the time to adapt by, working alongside these AIs so that you might not remain jobless. Because AI for sure is taking over, and you either adapt or you will be left behind.
That's very true. That's the same thing that Isaiah said. You have to jump in the train, otherwise the train will leave you. So Isaiah, you've mentioned again about that. That's the same thing. Amos has said the instructor should adapt on this AI. So is it the same with the doctors, engineers? The other time we were talking about fake doctors, fake engineers, and today we are now countering those disadvantages. So we say that it should not replace us. We should embrace it and use it in a developmental way. So you mentioned about engineers and doctors. What do you think they should do to make this AI part of them in a positive way for the entire world?
Thank you once again. I think it's quite interesting. AI is an interesting topic that is still many people are surprised, but those who are clever, they are already learning how to monetize on the same. So, like for in the cases of engineer, for instance, it is making their work even more easier. You see, there are sometimes engineers have to go some places where it's too risky. You see, with AI, you can deploy there an AI agent there to do the task. You see,
Yeah.
AI, you can
Yeah.
combine AI technology and robotics technology. You can come up with an
Yes.
agent that can be there doing the task that will come with automation. Maybe you're a civil engineer or a civil engineer, for instance. You want to go and check a tunnel, maybe some structures, and it's too dangerous. Why don't you just employ an AI technology to go there and do the easy task? You see, in cases of the doctors, like Amos has said, it's easier for a doctor to know the history of a patient using AI. Maybe you can have an app where they log in and fill in the information. So when a person just comes, you just know this is person X. It will just work in like a portal, the way that you used, the one that you used back in university. You see, you just know this is patient X. Last time it was an epileptic case, so this time it's headache, and you just know how has it been going. You know how to tailor medication to this patient. It is making the
Exactly.
work simpler. But if now you maybe you ignore the technology, some people will use it, they'll achieve more than you. It
Yeah.
will be simpler. At some point, a normal human being, you will be tired. You can have brain fatigue. Mentally, you can be exhausted. Like doctors stay in the theater, like almost for even some stay even for 20 hours a week. But with
Even
the AI,
48
it can
hours.
assist you even for 8
Yeah.
hours. You see,
Yeah.
it has come here to help. So some people, AI, when trained, it can do you. It will not replace you. It will assist you
Yeah.
achieve more, make you efficient.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
less errors, more benefits for us. It's not about competition. We want the best for everyone. You see, like for me
Yeah.
in my industry, like in planning or when I'm developing a software, I don't want to sit here the whole day disturbing my brain with some stupid codes. If AI can give me the skeleton, it will be easier for me to just put the muscle, some flesh there, so that I can save time and go do some other constructive things. You see,
Exactly.
it is just giving us more time to do more things. There are, for instance, there is this AI PRM model that you can use, the chat GPT extension.
Yeah.
You can use on your laptop. It makes your work easier. You can write a book with one click. So why
Yes.
why should you just go? You can write, maybe you want to change your schedule. It can assist you prepare the same at
Yes.
no cost. Because your laptop, when you are in your laptop, you
Exactly.
have already connected in the Wi-Fi. Why not save time and learn more things or achieve more? Thank you.
Yeah. So Isaiah, it's very nice what you're mentioning, because you have, let me say, you have unconsciously noted another advantage. It's inexpensive to use AI. It's inexpensive. You don't need much resources. Like for medics, they need a lot of research. They need a lot of improvements.
Yeah.
There's this data analysis. There's this data, especially data analysis, that takes a lot of time. Researchers, they need to do a lot of analysis. They need to go back to work from other guys, like books and research papers from other guys, in order to collect information and know where the gaps are, how they will improve them. Like you find a medicine has a lot of side effects. So these doctors, they need to eliminate these side effects. They need to go back to the work of other doctors. They need to collect the data and analyze where were the shortcomings. So the good thing about AI is that this data analysis, it can collect all the data. You just give it a command. It collects all the papers, very important papers, maybe top 10 papers of the world-based doctors or world-based researchers. Collect them, analyze them, categorize the data into different aspects. Then for you, a doctor, you just come and see the short notes. You see, this one has these defects. These were the shortcomings. Then you compare them and improve the work of research. So instead of calling all these people, all these scientists together to start reading the books one by one page at a time, taking almost 6 months, a project that could take 1 month, it shortens that time, cuts off the expenses for gathering these people, gathering these materials, and then now you just do the research remotely and everything goes well. You discover medicines. So you mentioned cost effectiveness, which is a very, very good point. So I want you guys to listen to one thing that I came across about AI and how it's also connected to climate change. So this is something that I came across on the internet while I was doing my own research. So it's talking about combating climate change. What it says is climate change is at the forefront of nearly everyone's mind. That's true. Changes in weather patterns and how animals behave, differences in our atmosphere, and even in decrease in increases in diseases can be attributed to climate change, which is true. AI can help combat all those issues. For example, AI is used to help monitor climate change and create recommendations for reducing emissions. It also has the ability to unearth facts and data that were previously overcooked. So what do I mean? There are these things that we talked about during the disadvantages. There are satellites put everywhere. Satellites are like artificial intelligence. They collect data about, satellites are like robots on space. They are monitoring the Earth and other planets. So a satellite is not on Earth. It's outside the Earth, like it's on space. It's like projecting how the Earth is changing. And people are very wise. Imagine there is some satellites that are just taking pictures and videos of how the world is changing, how the certification is taking over, or how the sea, the height above sea or altitude is going about. Maybe one day we'll wake up and the entire world is flooded. What will we do? If not for AI, we can prepare for the future, if you understand what I mean. So, what is your comment about such improvements on climatic change, Amos?
Yeah. So, as I can say for sure, irrespective of one's profession, industry, or background, those who ignore AI, I can surely say that they are destined to fail. Like AI, the more you fight it, the more you lose. So for weather and climate change, like AI has really played a good role. First, apart from automating those data and what AI has really made it has worked as a complement. It has made it easier for the scientists research not only to do their analysis currently, but even to plan for the future, and at a reduced cost
Yes.
compared to the past where they could use a lot of resources to plan for the future. AI has made it very easier to predict the future, human behavior, the weather. So by doing so, like the specialists, they can now tailor their resources, tailor their response, and ensure that as humans, as animals, or the entire earth, we have a predictable future.
Yeah, that's true. And like the fires that have been in the US the other day, I'm sure in some way the people or the government knew about it. I don't want to insinuate something, but with this artificial intelligence and these robots placed on space, you know, there is some way they know what is coming. Like it doesn't come out of the moons. If you predict the weather today will be, let's say, 50 degrees Celsius and above, to predict that there will be fires is easy. It's quite easy. So
Yeah,
some people, some places, they predict the climate. Like they tell you there will be a tsunami. So as human beings, it will save lives. You will have time to go out or move out of the place or have some preventative measures. What about you, Isaiah? What do you think about AI and climatic change?
I think AI will assist us in combating climate change in a big way. First of all, climate change is caused by the excessive burning of fossil fuels.
Yes.
And AI is here to actually reduce that. You see,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have now the technology that is being deployed right now means that we are burning less fuel. So the atmosphere will not be destroyed as much as we were already doing that. So I think AI will be a plus in fighting climate change, and also when predicting or forecasting it, it also assists people now to take caution, yeah, and maybe take shelter elsewhere and relocate. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Yeah. And something funny is that AI also has a way to detect emissions. If you understand what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
there are
that's true.
some
yeah,
gadgets, yeah, gadgets that have been placed on Earth to just detect the quantity of emissions being released in the atmosphere, which is a very good thing. I think it can easily help us to save the world, reduce on depletion. Sometimes people deplete a lot. They, like, you are finding a certain countries getting into it's becoming a desert because people are cutting trees, not replacing them. So the future might be very, very difficult for our generations to come. So, what other advantages do you think people should know about AI if you have any, Isaiah?
Other advantages.
Yeah.
I think it is going to create many jobs.
Yeah.
Apart from, it's also replacing some. That's true. Like now in the tech industry, I think almost 100,000 people this year have lost jobs. But I
Yes.
don't. It's just at the beginning. It has this. It's just a technology that we are trying to get used to. Some are trying to fight it, but
Yes.
that now is not a time to be a conservative. You just have to change a little bit, because now it will. Some are benefiting from it. They are achieving more. For those who are monetizing it, like it's really beneficial. So the other advantage, apart from job creation that I've already said, I think now it will assist us now achieve more in the fintech industry. You
Yeah.
see, it assists some people to know their behaviors. Like Amos has said, the analysis, it assists them to they use less time to achieve more. You
Yeah.
cannot now sit at a desk now analyzing a thing for a whole day. That is one click away. If
Yeah.
it means that you have done a thing by one click away, you have enough time to go even and improve yourself. You can read more. You see, it's not a must that you just stay there and be the same every day. Isn't it, Amos?
yeah, very true. Then, okay, on top of that, I can add that another advantage or another benefit of AI that most people have overlooked is the aspect of creativity. You know, uh,
Yeah, innovation. Yeah.
yeah, creativity and innovation. AI has really boosted a lot of people's imagination, creativity. Okay, like in the past, you could have an idea. Let's say, for instance, you are a writer. You could have an idea about writing a book on a particular topic. But now, doing that or on yourself alone without the technology could have taken so many hours and days. But now with the AI, it's very easier for you to write that book within even within a click. Then another aspect of creativity is that, especially in the construction industry, I've seen good designs in terms of houses, in terms of roads, even in terms of cars. I've seen good designs. So you can say that AI has really enhanced the creativity aspect in humans. And now we are able to think even not just outside the box, but beyond the box. It has really enhanced our creativity and imagination, which has resulted into good innovation.
I agree totally. Another advantage that I'd maybe forgotten to say is now the availability. You see, I mentioned that as human beings we have fatigue. Now AI
Mm,
is there 24/7. It cannot get tired. You see, maybe you just have
yeah,
to improve something, update whatsoever. And the way that they are using it in the Tesla industry, you see the transport industry now in Tesla. Even if you fall asleep right now AI improves now your safety. If you have maybe a disease, maybe a heart attack or what, the car
yeah,
can
yeah,
self-automate. It can drive itself
yeah.
to a safe point so that you can ask for help. I saw that in a recent movie by Ice Cube now this year. It is really it's amazing. It's mesmerizing to say the least. Thank you. Back to you again.
Yeah, I think Isaiah, the funny thing about AI is it has been with us. It has been projected on the movies since times past times and ages ago. We have been seeing cartoons that mimic human beings. That all is AI. It's a form of showing you that we can create something that looks like human beings exactly. So I would like to add on what you said, that it will increase job opportunities and creativity. I don't know if you guys have come across videos where now people are just commanding AI to create videos for them. They just write a script. Instead of learning coding and formulating cartoons, you don't need cartoons anymore. You just need AI, and it will take someone's picture, someone's face, and make it even look more real than cartoons. You give it a script, it acts it for you. So these are job opportunities. TikTok content creators and YouTubers, they are now using these AI. They are using it to their advantage, creating content, and these are the jobs that people don't know they are missing out on. If you fear the cameras out there and you want to be a news anchor, you want to be a content creator, you want to be a script writer, you don't need actors anymore. You just give commands, pay for some AI, and it does everything for you. So there, I support you fully. It can increase jobs for people, and it also erases errors. If you give AI a script, you don't need multiple repeats. You don't need multiple takes like in the movies. You do takes over and over again. But for AI, it does it effortlessly and it does it perfectly. So these are revolutions that is taking over. And for the directors and movie actors, you embrace this thing now. Just know that things are changing. People are becoming more clever. So as times change, incorporate such stuff in your acting. We have seen where people use the green background to formulate different kind of acts. Now you won't need it anymore because AI will just take someone's face. You can even take an actor's face and use it in your own production. So people will now be paid for the appearance of their face, but not anymore acting. You see? and it's something that is coming. Yeah. So do you have anything to add on top of that, Amos?
Yeah, I have something to add. Okay, which is it has recently developed. If you check, another advantage of AI is you can say socializing. You know, currently there are many books, chat books that I can say most okay. For some introverts, it takes them a lot to go there and socialize with the people. But currently, with the introduction of AI, introduction of chatbots, people are having, companions. You can just be in your house chatting with your chatbot, keeping you busy. Yeah, something like that. And it has really revolutionized the people. Even some people are even falling in love with AI. Yeah, there was a story recently I read about, not actually a story, it's a real scenario where I saw a friend of my friend was romanticizing with ChatGPT, calling it babe, blah blah blah. Yeah, so to some people, the AI has really filled that void, that loneliness. You know, yeah, it has acted as companion, and to some
Are
extent,
you
that's
are you
a good
talking out
thing.
of your experience?
If, as you know me, I'm a really outgoing person, so I cannot romanticize ChatGPT. But to some
I
people,
I cannot.
I
I
think
don't trust.
Amos
I
eh?
I think Amos is
Amos,
talking about a disadvantage. Nothing is not an advantage, but
No,
maybe for
no, to some
introverts
people,
you
it's an
to some
advantage.
people, to introverts, it's
yes.
really hard to text you like, they feel like they are oversharing. But now when they overshare with ChatGPT, which is bad, but to them, like they feel safe because ChatGPT will not judge them, you know. Then it will keep their secret, something like that. So yeah, AI in general has really, to some people, has really filled that void of loneliness. It has created friends. Yeah, I think to some
You know,
point that's an advantage. Some people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an advantage. It's an advantage only if it does not become compulsive. If it becomes
yeah,
compulsive, it's a disorder immediately.
yeah. So
Because,
what I was
for
saying,
instance,
sorry, Zaya.
oh,
Keep
thank you,
on,
thank
keep
you.
on,
Uh,
keep on.
they are in the United States. There's a company that has already created some robots, female robots.
Yes,
They're already
yeah.
selling them at 175,000 USD. You get yours customized
You even
to
know
your
the
liking.
price.
They're already here. Yes.
Do you know what?
Man, I have free time on my I watch a lot of reels online on Twitter
Okay, so it's
and
not
Yeah.
Instagram and some.
not something from experience.
How where will I afford 175,000 USD to just buy a robot? I need dowry for my wife will be like 2 cows or three. Why should I buy something like that?
Now I support you guys in what you're saying, but there's something fascinating I wanted to tell you guys about introverts, like you were saying that AI has helped introverts. Do you know research has it that introverts is not a personality, it's a disorder. You know the thing that I've just told you about Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's syndrome is a it cannot be diagnosed through blood or anything unless AI comes into action, which it has revolutionized it. Mental disorders can be diagnosed by AI. You can now know you have dyslexia. Dyslexia is when you cannot concentrate, you cannot there are some students in school who never get anything from the professor or from the teacher. Now the AI can, yeah, AI right now has come with a way that it can diagnose you. It can say that you have a deficiency, you have a dyslexia, and Asperger syndrome is where you don't want to interact with people. So AI with the questions, they just give you some questions, you answer them, and AI comes up with a conclusion that you have Asperger syndrome. So as much as you are going into AI to also talk to AI, you are not actually quite normal. You are just trying to fill a void of a human being into the AI. And there's something Isaiah said last time about that. You might think it keeps your secret, but the owner of ChatGPT said they can use your words against you. So you feed it information, you even say, I killed a person. What can I do? How can I confiscate this? You think your secret is kept with you, but they can retrieve that information if the criminal investigation agency comes for your phone or your laptop and they go into the cache, they ask the owner or the workers at ChatGPT, what was this guy searching? That will be used against you. You understand what I mean? So I don't think, as much as it looks like an advantage, it's a quite a big disadvantage because you cannot replace this with social touch. You cannot replace this with a human being, if you understand what I mean, Amos.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to say that my friend Isaiah, who is an introvert, has a mental disorder.
No, it's not self-esteem. It's not
Oh, you
Yeah,
have less
yeah.
self-esteem?
why would you be afraid to talk up to people? It will be the low self-esteem.
Oh,
So yeah, you can't. Yeah, your words. You don't categorize yourself as very important.
You don't see yourself worthy to stand in front of people and communicate.
okay, but
That's
Yeah, and
some people really find
but
other humans being eh, intimidating or frightening. I don't know.
frustrating. Yeah, yeah, or
Yeah, like,
frustrating. Yeah,
yeah, so they prefer to talk to the machines and artificial intelligence just to cover up for their self-esteem, I think.
yeah.
it's
That's
something
true.
good. If
That's
it will
true.
build their
Yeah,
self-esteem, it's quite
it's
substantial.
positive. Yeah. So coming to that, I think we have come a long way with this discussion, and I just want to ask one question to each of you. We shall start with you, Amos. So, what is your opinion on this? What does the future of AI look like in your opinion? What do you think AI is going to be like in future?
Okay, thank you, God. I can say that for sure, change is inevitable, and no matter what we do, we can't run away from uh, artificial intelligence. So, me, for instance, in my perspective, I'm picturing a future whereby, you know, there will be increased automation, uh, whereby,
Yes.
let's say, the people will be having not just driverless car, but even talking car. You can just call it, eh? TVs, the
Yeah.
TVs in the house. I see a future
These
where,
are already there and cast.
yeah, I see a future where TV will be even communicating with people. I see a future whereby there
Yes.
will be increased efficiency, but also I see a future whereby there will be a lot of human depending on these machines, because okay, like
Yeah.
currently for many, let's say for many writers, most of them currently depend on these AI to write their things to do. Okay, which is not bad, but we should work alongside AI, not depend on them. But I see a
Yeah.
future whereby there will be a lot of human depending on this machine, and it will cause laziness to a great deal. Most people will be lazy. I can say, for instance, programmers,
Yeah.
coders will just be using, prompting those machines to write codes to know. And by doing that, people will be lazy, and it will kill our creativity. Yeah, that's a future where I'm seeing. But for us to avoid that, I think we should learn to work with this thing or work alongside this thing, but not to let them do our job fully. Thank you.
Very wonderful. That's very nice of you. I think what you're saying is very true. I think AI is going to replace a lot of human activities and we have to adapt. We have to adapt to what is coming. So, what about you, Isaiah? What do you think the future of AI looks like?
Uh, Points it looks just like the way Amos has said, but I see a future that AI will dominate. It will dominate totally. It will assist us, but to some it will destroy them. It's just a double-edged sword. How do you use it? I think it's about how you integrate it in your daily activities or your career. At some
Yeah.
point, if you can achieve what you are supposed to achieve within a day in a second, so you see, if you don't have anything else to do, what will you do? Some will fall into depression because
Yeah.
now it will be tiresome doing the same thing over and over again, and you are not adding anything. Our problem solving skills as human beings, for which we are known for, some people will just be like zombies. You see,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
having employees who cannot function unless they type something and ask ChatGPT, how can I answer my boss right now? You
Yeah.
see, that
Exactly.
that's all. But on a positive note, on another aspect, I see a future that is very bright in terms of advancements, security. You see, these we will not be losing lives of our soldiers going to battle. I think at
Yeah.
some point, advanced countries will be deploying AI-based
Robots. Yeah.
robots, yeah, to
Yeah.
go and
Yeah.
fight for them. That's where
Yeah.
now the difference, and now that's where the problem will be. If you don't have them,
Exactly.
you will not stand a chance. You'll be wiped. You see,
Yeah.
you'll be wiped. That will be more dangerous than nuclear. Whatever is coming is it will be detrimental to some. You see, some nations will suffer.
Yeah.
For us, who are still lagging behind, even just not even being, we cannot just build a road. We are over depending maybe on some things. It will be difficult for us to stand on the way of AI. I
Yeah.
think it's positive. The way, if you see it critically and as an intellectual, it's going to have some advantages and disadvantages. Which advantages we should maximize on the advantages and minimize the disadvantages,
Sure, sure.
because it's a good tool that's here with us. I think that's all
Yes.
I think about. Yeah.
Yeah. I concur with you guys fully, and I would like to take a different approach. I think what you're saying is very true. Robots will come fight for people in future, and it will
Mm.
reduce interaction and killing of people. But what if it malfunctions? That's the question. If it malfunctions, it might kill you and your people yourselves. Another thing, there is ability to hack. Other countries will now be superpowers because of their ability to hack your robots. They can hack. Robots can act under one system, one computer. So as the soldiers are marching, they can be marching into a front, but they're acting under one command. If that command is hacked into, they can turn around and kill all your people. And anyway, it's a good thing because maybe people will opt not to go into war. If your robots are finished, you lose the war, which will be a good thing anyway. Now, in my opinion, what I think is AI is already here with us, first of all. And the future is already AI. It's already us. We are already in the future. So what is going to happen is that I don't think most people will be lazy, as Amos said. But I think people will now diversify in some way. If you are seeing AI is coming, you have to find something else to do. If you know let's say you are a book writer or an academic writer, now is your time to change your ways. You just know it's coming anyway. So there is no option for you.
Become a become a farmer.
Yeah. Yeah. They say it's either you are eaten or you eat. It's either if you are the weak species, it's that natural selection thing. You have to adapt as quick as possible. So, and also another thing another approach that I'm taking different on your perspective is that when you say that AI will be taking over everything and it will be something advantageous, Isaiah, is something that is also going to be a disadvantage because AI will not have the ability to diversify. AI is like all of us are depending on the same command. Let's say all human brains, AI is like all human brains are functioning the same. So we don't have diversity, no ideas, no different ideas. AI is automated, as you said. So it's garbage in, garbage out. Like whatever it has, is what it will give you. The output it gives me is what it will give you wherever you are. So there will not be diversification. We need different information, we need different opinions, and human beings are very good at that. They have different opinions in different approach. If you have, like, say, something you're working on, some people may think differently, but AI will just have the same thought. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if you
you
understand what.
can challenge that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
getting you. I
tell me what
understand
you
you.
think.
Okay,
But
Yeah,
you see, it's
let
the
me.
same. The way you have said,
Okay, Isaiah, continue first.
thank you. The way you have said garbage in, garbage out. AI responds according to what you have keyed in. It will not give the same things. And at some point, you can ask it to critique your work that you have done as a person, not only the work that it has done. So it will give you according to the precision that you require, not only to what it just feeds you. At some point, AI is always it's wrong. If you are if you have not maybe taken your time to learn the basics, AI will never help you to create anything. There's nothing like that. AI will create back end and front end of a product. You have to you have to read first. You have to get the theory. You have to do the practicals on your own. AI is just there to assist you, maybe learn some things. It can create a model for you that you will follow now to actually maximize on to know the skills better. I think I agree with you at some point, but that will just
yeah,
apply to those people who are not ready for change. Maybe they want to over depend on it. If you over depend on it, it will actually replace you. That's now the bare truth. Amos,
yeah,
I think you can proceed.
Okay,
yeah,
I just wanted to add. I also see. Okay, I've seen some different science fiction movies where these AI models, are even able to update themselves, and to reach
Yeah,
yeah,
even much beyond what they were actually created for. So I think they pose a great danger to humanity. For instance, let's say a case where now AI, now they go beyond what they were programmed for, and maybe they reach a point of self actualization or self what. Now they take control. They will no longer maybe uh, receiving or taking commands from humans anymore. Now they take control of everything. They can really pose a great danger to humanity, and they can affect us in great different ways. So as we work alongside this AI, we should also be cautious. I think there should be measures that to some extent on how this AI should be created. I think they should limit the intelligence. Because I can say, for instance, I was recently seen the supercomputer. So they should limit the extent or the nature of this AI, because if for sure let's say one day somebody can create a thing, an AI that we cannot be able to control it, and that will be a very great danger, because it might turn against us, and as humans we can really lose a lot. So I think there should be a limit. There should be some laws and some policies that should govern the development of this artificial intelligence.
yeah. That's true, Amos. And I think these laws are in place. I think the body governing technology knows what it can cause, and I think they have measures towards what is created. So we have come a long way in this video. I want to thank you guys. Special thanks to you for creating time for our viewers. And it's a wonderful time interacting and interchanging our ideas. I know most people out there have their own ideas about what you're talking about. I invite our viewers to say their comments, to state what they think is happening and what will happen in future with AI. This was a wonderful video in my opinion, and I hope we shall be with you guys again in the next episode. Thank you very much and God bless you.
bless you.
Take
All
care.
right, see you in the next one. Take care.